So today we're gonna try to grow 6 months worth of potatoes. Last year we grew about it was about 6 to 8 months worth of potatoes. We're gonna do it twice in the same spot. Didn't get around to it, so hopefully this year we could actually grow a year's worth. But just in my shed here, sorry about it's a bit dark. We probably actually would have had more potatoes to use these ones. Let's see, this whole bin down here, which is quite thick, is all sprouting, which is exactly what you want for planting potatoes. So we had about 5 or 6 of these bins worth of potatoes last year, and luckily we left one so we didn't have to buy seed potato. But first I've actually got to go to the spot and show you guys what I'm going to do there, and start getting prepared to actually get these in the ground. So I'm down here just by the garden behind me. This is the rototiller. I haven't used this for like 6 months, so I've got no idea if it's still running or not. So I've learnt that I've not been using it properly, but that's another story. So I'm gonna untap this and see if it'll actually go, and then drive it over to the potato patch, which if you guys can see over there where the black tarp is. We're going to get the black tarp off and rototill that area. So first I'll see if this thing will go. But it works. Got it going. After 6 months of sitting there, it's still going. So I suppose the tarp worked. All that rain didn't screw it up. I'm just going to warm that up for a bit. I've got to definitely get my ear muffs because that's noisy. But first I'm going to go tarp it, see if it's actually dry and ready to take the tarp off, and then I'll come back and drive this over. Now the reason I think it might still be wet under there is because when we put it here, I don't know if you've seen that video, but Enzo was going nuts on this tarp, and his claws were just like digging into this tarp. So there's now like holes everywhere. Hopefully I can show you some footage right here of him doing that.
What is that, Enzo? You ready? He's got the zoomies.
So yeah, he made a mess, but hopefully this tarp is still usable, and hopefully it's not too wet underneath, because I want to try to move the tarp over to here where the pumpkins and corns are going to go. We'll see what happens. I've got more tarp if I need it, but I'm going to keep Enzo away from the next tarp because he goes nuts. So this is it untopped. So we put a cover crop in here after the potatoes were in here, and they grew real good. And then we put the ducks in here after that, so they've got a bit of manure in here after the cover crop, and that did great. Now we've tarped it to kill any weeds. So now all we're going to do is rototill it up, even though it's like a little bit muddy-ish because of all the holes from this one, but we'll give it a go, see what happens. I just got to watch out for this water line I've got here for the irrigation that I took out. So I'll try rototill this up, and they're going to move the tarp over there, take out those risers, and then what I'm going to do is take down that net, and hopefully we can get the ducks in with the geese. We've got most of them in with the geese, but it's just these pickens down here that they're the last ones to go over there. I think we tried to put them in, but they escaped, but I don't mind if some escape, just not all of them, or else they all come up to the house. So let's get some rototill. So how I was talking about before with the rototiller, how I've been using it wrong all this time I've had it. The wheels, as you're rototilling, the wheels are spinning with it. But if I turn the wheels around, it's just the rototiller spinning, and the actual wheels will just be like free run. So I'm going to change these wheels over to free run, and then you gotta start digging. All ready to go. I'm going to start her up and get blazing. So I've rototilled it, but it's pretty much only surface rototilled. This is kind of what I'm dealing with here. I added some lime or gypsum just to try to break it up a bit more, but I think if I have a couple of days of sun, it should dry it up. Clay's quite easy to work with when it's dry, because it's quite easy to break up with the rototiller. But when it's wet and cluggy, it just slows down the rototiller, and I'm not able to sort of just stop it all the time. So I think I'm just going to leave it at least till this afternoon and see how we go. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be planting potatoes today. So maybe in a week. There's no rush anyway. So I've got Jasper over here, and since we stopped rototilling for now, we've got to get rid of all this pipe over here, the risers, the fence, all the duck water trough and that, and then we can get the tarp over here and put it over there ready for pumpkin and corn. The layout's going to fully change. I'm going to make it go downhill, so the water kind of runs down with it if we get some heavy rains, because last year it didn't work that well. Even though it is on a downward slope, nothing grew very well. Well, nothing grew very well in the whole garden just because it rained all the time. But the potatoes last year, most other people's potatoes rotted because they're in the ground. Dig a hole and it just fills up with water and rots them. But over here, I dug little trenches and made them so they drain out the ends. So that worked out alright. So this year, hopefully if it does rain, I'm still going to have lots of potatoes. So yeah, we'll do that, Jasper? King? Yeah.
I'll be taking you out.
the right place.
Oh, great stuff.
Path is down. Thank you, Jasper. Now we're going to go up and get some morning tea, and then hopefully we're going to bring down some corn seeds, and we're going to plant heaps of corn seeds in the greenhouse. Probably we're going to plant them in bigger punnets so they can get to about a month old kind of thing, and we can either plant them here or with the potatoes or up in the food forest when we start that end of next month kind of thing. So we've got options kind of thing.
Huh?
So me and Jasper are down here. Theo's over there terrorizing the chickens. There's basically some chickens in the nesting box trying to lay eggs, and he's trying to get them to move with his feet so he can get the eggs. Even though I told him we're getting the eggs later on. So hopefully he comes and joins us. But we've got all these seed trays down here, and we've got the corn. We've got 1,000 seeds, but I don't know if we'll be planting 1,000, so let's get planting. Okay, Theo, we're going to fill these up with dirt, and then you're going to plant some seeds in there, okay? So can you help Jasper with putting dirt in there?
Ah!
Shove dirt in here, like this. Boom.
On me.
You want to do it?
No, I do.
Me?
Yes.
Why don't you want to do it?
No, you do.
Are you being a lazy bum?
Yeah.
What the? What the beep?
What's the best thing to eat? Num num. Nope. Num num. No. Num num. No. Num num. No. 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 No.
Okay, so these guys are doing the last tray of corn down here, and it should be about 200 corn all up. It's all sweet corn, so we've got them, and then we'll probably do like another one in about a month of the same amount, and then another one in a month after that, and try to stagger them so we get a harvest. We I think rats have been stealing our corn last time. Yeah, last time, and they don't get big enough, so you can't even get them off the cob. You just gotta deal with the rats or deal with the consequences. So yeah, we're just going sweet corn this time. We will be growing some gem corn later on to make flour from, and our blue hoppy corn, growing some of that, and our red popcorn. So a few different varieties, but we've got to spread them out, because if we put them in the same place they end up cross-pollinating, and you end up with not very nice sweet corn. So we're hoping for a good harvest of sweet corn this year, and growing pumpkins all around them. So yeah, I've got to obviously make some space in this greenhouse, because the other one I haven't quite got ready yet. Now I've got a little bit of space here, so I might have to just clear out this junk. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll do that, and then hopefully we can get some stuff in here. So that's all clear. We've actually got a whole bin full here of elephant garlic and shallots. I didn't realise we're like under a whole lot of crap in here, so we probably can plant some shallots sooner or later, but for now we've got some space to put some more seeds, so that's what we want. Good stuff, Jasper. What have we got? One more?
Need some more space. Oh, yep.
Yeah, if you can reach back there. Just? Okay, so now we're just got to give them a bit of water, and then we can
Turn the hose on.
then we can leave them be, and hopefully no mice come and dig and eat the corn seeds. But we've got plenty of corn seeds for backup, so let's just cross our fingers that doesn't happen.
You're taking this off, dude! Oh, you bad!
I've been working on the greenhouse just a little bit during the week. I've got like all the middle rails, so I can put some wood onto it after the plastic's on. I've still got to just do the bottom on both sides, so I've done the middle on both sides. I've still got to get down this mesh, and I've done the front, but the only issue I have is this back. I've pulled down this mesh reinforcing bar here on an angle, but I've got two nice seedless grape plants that I don't want to snap, and they're doing really good, real healthy, but I can't get to this back wall without kind of destroying them. So I've either got to put the plastic on top of it, like on top of that, which doesn't really matter because the grape's going to cover it all anyway, or I've got to try to get the mesh down here and then just smash that wall and try to do it that way. So got to come up with something. I've got to get the door stuff off the doors anyway, but basically I'm going to order the plastic today, and I'm just going to give myself 2 weeks for it to arrive. So not next weekend, the weekend after, I'm hoping to start putting plastic over here. I just thought today hopefully I could get the potatoes planted and give it a break of this today, just to, because I've got some time. And just in the middle there I'm going to put lots of wood so I can actually use it as like a scaffold, and then on this side use the ladder so I can actually walk along the roof without falling down. Well, that's the plan anyway, hopefully I don't fall down. But yeah, I might work on that a little bit later on today, but for now I'm going to help Debs out in her berry patch, because I really want to get that up and going for spring. How many eggs, Theo?
Right, so let's get these chickens back in. Let's just lift up the bottom.
Dad could have even lifted up
Nice.
this one.
Matilda, this one behind you, darling.
It's hard.
It's not budging. Good. Alright.
So I just came over here and saved Theo. He was getting chased around by the geese because he went to go look for eggs without us, and the male goose must have chased after him. So we're going to go check in here for eggs. I know there's definitely 3. How many are there, Theo?
5.
I think there's 4, eh? Oh no, look! Put the ball in the middle.
I'm just gonna hold one. Male.
So we're actually taking 4 of the eggs, and we're leaving 1, and we're going to mark it, because by leaving 1 they're going to keep laying here. If we take all of the eggs, they might lay somewhere else, so we're just going to leave 1 egg.
You could leave the 2 small ones.
Okay, we'll leave the 2 small eggs and mark both of them, and then we can keep taking the fresher eggs. So we'll put them back down.
That's the ducks, mate.
And we'll keep put some fluff back on it. I think there's 2 geese laying here because yesterday there was 3 eggs. Now today there's 5. So by taking the eggs, hopefully they keep laying, which previously they've done, and we can incubate the other eggs. So we'll keep collecting maybe up to 10 eggs and incubate them. And by taking them also, the first eggs are not that fertile anyway, so yeah, hopefully we get a big pile of eggs. They can lay up to 40 eggs, but we've had them lay maybe 20 max, so don't know how accurate Mr. Google Pants is, but yeah, that's what we're going to do. And hopefully there's more nests. Well, I think we've got about 10, is it 8 or 10 females, so there's 2 laying in here, more laying somewhere else, but they just haven't quite come on the lay yet.
Alright, let's go feed them and see if they need food in their box. Okay. If they do, I'll come back and fill them up when I'm not holding Evelyn. Can you tick their feeder first, lovely? Yeah. Okay, we'll fill that up later. No. Need a hand? Done?
And we're also hatching the goose eggs. Yes. And then Mum wants to eat
So this is Deb's berry patch we built a few years ago. Used to have peacocks and stuff like that, but we flattened it all out with the digger, and now it's a berry patch. But there's still some work to do on the perimeter because it still gets flooding in here, and the tin on the outside still gets out. So the perimeter's still got a lot of work, and we've let it go a bit with the weeding, but Deb's is slowly working on it when she gets a bit of time. But we've basically got blueberries, few cranberries, more blueberries, strawberries all underneath them. We've got boysenberries on all this trellis here, and we've got raspberries.
Poison, not poison.
Boysenberry, and we've got raspberries over there. So everything, I think she's done the boysenberries. She's sort of taken off all the dead wood and tied up all the plants she wants to keep. But we're going to come in here and we're going to get pine needles from up in our little pine forest up there, and we're going to put them under the boysenberry and the raspberries. Probably not today, but we've got some strawberry fertilizer, and we're going to just feed these 2 beds. We might weed them, chop the tops off the strawberries, and then feed them, because last year on our roof we had pine trees up there, and all the pine needles and stuff from the roof we just brang down and put all under this, so it should already be fed these 2 beds apart from the fertilizer. So we're going to go do that, and then hopefully we can go out for some lunch. Okay, now that we kind of weeded it a little bit, scrunched it up, we're going to feed some tui strawberry food. And it says 1 cup per square metre, so this 1 bag should do this whole row. So Jasper's just going to spread this around this whole row, and then we'll give it a little water, and that should be it for that row. So we didn't quite get what we wanted to get done before lunch, but we got 1 bed done at least, and we might go after lunch, might bring down some pine needles and do the boysenberries and feed them, and then that last bed, but we'll see what we get around to. We're going to go have some lunch, and we'll see you guys down here very soon. So I'm up here getting some pine needles in the wheelbarrow. This is our little pine forest. We had a few trees taken down that were threatening some power poles and that, some power lines and that, so they've been taken down, so I can't get pine needles from over there because it all needs to be chopped up into firewood. We used to have chickens all on this hill, so it's one of the chicken coops, but I'm going to see what pine needles I can get from here, chuck it in the wheelbarrow, and I have Theo down here going to give me a hand, although I think he's going to find geese eggs again. Theo, the geese are going to get you. They'll get you, buddy. That's why you got to come help Dad. So we're going to get some pine needles, take it down to the citrus. We'll see you there. Come help Daddy.
Ma.
So we're down here at the berry patch now. We've got our wheelbarrow of pine needles, and I'm just going to put some more strawberry fertilizer around these boysenberry plants, and then I'll lay out the pine needles because they love acidity, so pine needles is a great mulch for them. And I cut the tops off all the strawberries, so they should pop up through them come spring with nice big leaves, hopefully. So I've just weeded out this the raspberry patch, and as you can see there's like lots of canes in here. Most of them want to chop to the ground. The red ones kind of get fruit in autumn, so you kind of, sometimes I chop them 3/4 up, get a little bit of a spring harvest, but some of them are mainly just for autumn, so I'm going to chop a lot down. You only want about 6 good canes anyway, or else you get lots of little sprawly ones like we did last year. But I know there's some yellow raspberries in here, and I want to keep them quite high, so anything that's kind of lively I'm going to just chop 3/4 up, and anything that's dead in that I'll take it down. So that's the raspberries all fed. I just got to get some pine needles up the top, but basically had enough for today. Got a bit done, got cows to feed, got to get some more firewood from up the top so we can actually stay warm in the house. And yeah, so basically that's me for today. Hopefully I can see you guys in the next episode, and subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys later. Look out.